The housing market right now is insane.
Rising rents, signing an apartment lease is costing more and more across the city. Our ABC7 data team found where rents are increasing the most and how much you can expect to pay. She was hoping to buy a home next year, but now she can't.
It makes me have to, have more sacrifices to start saving for that.
She's experiencing the same thing many other Chicagoans have, a recent spike in rent.
And it's not just Chicago. Check this out.
It's pretty much universally true. Rents are going up all around the country.
In this video, we're going to show you 4 ways that you can save money right now in this housing market. Let's go right into it. Number 1 is going to be taking advantage of seller closing cost assistance. Now, for those of you who don't know what seller closing cost assistance is, it's essentially when you are asking for a closing cost credit that comes from the seller. Essentially, this is an amount of money that the seller can give you at closing. It doesn't actually get placed into your hand. How it works is they deduct it from the seller's side, they add it to your side, which reduces what you have to bring to closing. Let's say, for example, your lender says, hey, based on all the numbers, it looks like if you buy a home at this price, you would need to have about $12,000 to bring to closing. Okay. And then now you have those numbers. Your lender gave that to you before you start looking at homes. And if your lender didn't give it to you, don't worry. Just ask them, hey, how much money do I need in order to close if I buy a home at this purchase price? Okay. Then you find a home that you like, and then you ask the seller, you say, hey, seller, here's the price that I'm offering, but can I get $5,000 of closing cost assistance, for example? If the seller says yes, now the amount of money that you have to bring at closing, instead of it being around $12,000, now it's going to be around $7,000 because 12 minus 5 that the seller is giving you. And that's how closing cost assistance works. Now, I know what some of you all are thinking. You're probably thinking, well, Calvin, why wouldn't I use that opportunity to save money on the price? Well, for every $5,000 on the price, you're only saving about maybe $40 to $50 a month. Now, don't get me wrong. $40 to $50 a month most definitely plays a role, especially depending on the interest rates and things of that sort. But some people actually need liquid cash assistance instead of just holding on, saving money on the price. The thing about the price is that the value is going to go up anyway. You're going to get natural, normal equity, if you just, once you purchase the home, depending on where you're purchasing at. But most properties essentially have natural, normal, equity that's going to be built over time within the property. Number 2 is going to be the seller buying down your interest rate. So there's a certain amount of money, and it's going to be a little bit different because everyone has a slightly different profile. And so based on your financial profile with that lender, there's going to be a set amount of money essentially that's going to be able to buy down your interest rate. So let's say, for example, your interest rate is 6%, 6.5%, whatever, and you want to go down to 5% or 5.5%. Your lender will let you know how much that's going to cost. And that's going to range anywhere between $3,000 to $6,000, $3,000 to $5,000, per a certain amount that you're trying to save. That could be per half a point or a full point. So you got to talk to your lender and find out what that amount is, because sellers, again, they have no problem reducing the price. They have no problem giving closing cost assistance. They have no problem fixing some of the things around the house. And they most definitely don't have a problem giving you additional money to go towards buying down your rate. Because again, to them, the loss is the same. The loss is the same if you need $10,000 to buy down your rate. And it would be no different than taking $10,000 off the price, or no different than taking $10,000 and then asking for a closing cost assistance. You could even break that up. What I would do is essentially see how much I can save. So if there's a property for $250,000, I make an offer for $240,000, the seller accepts. That means that the seller is willing to give me a $10,000 essentially credit to do whatever I want to do. I can use that to take it off of the price. I can use some of that on the price and some of that towards my actual rate reduction. So again, you have options as a buyer in this market. Number 2 is going to be a warranty. Now, a warranty is definitely going to save you some money later down the line, especially if you have a situation where something happens inside the house. You can obviously get a handyman or woman to fix something like that, or call your local department store, somebody's friend or cousin or uncle that could easily fix something for you. But at the same time, a lot of these warranty companies that are available, they partner with local contractors and such and local companies to actually make sure that those things that get get taken care of. And instead of you paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get that repaired, now you only have to pay that deductible. Now, of course, you could buy that warranty, but that's not the purpose of this video. Ask the seller to go ahead and get you a warranty. And those warranties range anywhere between about $400 on the low end to about $700 to $800, depending on what all you're trying to have covered within that warranty. Number 4 is going to be saving on taxes. Okay. Now, there's a lot of ways you can save on taxes. For those of you who don't know, at least is how it works in Illinois, in specifically Chicago, Cook County. So most counties are going to operate like this. They're going to give you a tax break, a tax discount. All right. By simply being a homeowner, you have to apply for your homeowner's exemption. Okay. And now most states have some type of homeowner's exemption. Some, well, not really states, but of course, most states are going to have it, but counties, because counties are responsible for the taxes. Most counties are going to have some sort of a homeowner tax redemption in some way, shape, or form. And it's essentially it's an exemption. So it's a homeowner's tax exemption. And then when you do that, that's going to reduce the amount of taxes that you have to pay per year. And since your mortgage includes a year of your taxes, or really that's on the back end, that's really the escrow. But since your taxes are divided by 12, and then whatever that amount is monthly is already installed in your monthly mortgage payment, then essentially you'll be able to reduce that. You take advantage of the exemption. It's going to reduce the amount of property taxes that you have to pay, and then that's going to reduce your monthly payment. Now, in most counties, you're not able to take advantage of that the same year. You may have to wait 6 months, 12 months, whatever that time frame is, before you apply. And as long as you live inside the property, that's how they do it in Cook County. You can only do it for one property per social, and typically you live in that property. You take advantage of that, and that's most definitely another way to save money in this housing market. So if you like this video, you're most definitely going to love the next one, and I'll see you there.